But first, for more reaction on General Wesley Clarke's comments on Senator John McCain's service, we're now joined by our political panel. Democratic strategist Steve Murphy, chief political correspondent from Politico.com Mike Allen, and Republican strategist Andrea Tantaros. Andrea, you're sitting right here between us. We're going to start with you. Give me your sense for what Wesley Clarke was up to, and was this a guy just wandering off on his own, or was this something from the campaign he was supposed to do in this week, in which Barack is supposed to be talking all about patriotism?
Well, you know, I think you have to ask the question, was it coordinated? Look, Clarke has already made comments criticizing John McCain. A couple weeks ago, he called him untried and untested, which I think are two words that sound a little bit too tested for me. And you know, Alan, too, there are very rarely coincidences in politics. This is a very well-scripted campaign. It allowed Barack Obama to inoculate himself and come out and rise above it. And if you don't believe it was coordinated before Clarke came out, it surely is now. To have Charlie Rangel, to have Jim Webb, all piling on top, I think it's a bad strategy.
Mike Allen, you're down there in Washington, D.C. I got to get your sense for this. Is this going to hurt Barack Obama with the 23 million Americans who are veterans and their families?
Well, Colonel, of course this wasn't helpful, and this was a real gift to the McCain campaign because, as your viewers know, yesterday Senator Obama was talking about patriotism. Well, the McCain campaign isn't going to attack him for talking about patriotism, but boy, they sure can push back on someone suggesting that Senator McCain has a weak military record. So, Colonel North, the list for vice presidential candidates have just been getting longer, but I can tell you can take Wesley Clarke off it now.
Steve Murphy, let me ask you this. If you guys, as Andrea just suggested, and I kind of put the idea in her mind, I suppose, is this something that was coordinated by the campaign? And if so, how do you describe John McCain as untried and untested when Barack Obama is a clean slate?